Hey, very good afternoon. This is Maria here from Rare Minds. We would wait for 5 more minutes to other participants to join, guys. Shanu and Teja, just have patience. Thank you.
Okay, sure.
Hi, welcome everyone. Group discussion is an important tool in the selection process of freshers. Each group consists of 6 to 10 candidates. Each group is given a topic for discussion. The time limit for each topic is 15 minutes. Each participant has to give his or her views about the topic in discussion. The mentors observe the full discussion after the time limit is over. Feedbacks are given to improve. Rare Minds, an industry academy interface platform that offers twin solutions to empower students, bring out the potential and in parallel partner with corporates for talent acquisition. Rare Minds during COVID-19 has created the platform Gold, that is group online discussion. Gold is a platform made available to students every day from 3 to 5 to practice group discussion skills for free. Our CEO and founder, Dr. Subhashri Ramaswamy, has over 2 decades of experience in CXO and advisory roles for startups. A doctorate in education and focus as leader is on collaborating with other leaders to empower and build a learning city. Gold is one such platform made for students an opportunity to empower. So today we have a mentor, Nasiman sir, who would be as a mentor, and he would be giving the feedbacks for you students. All right, guys. So I would request you please introduce yourself.
Good evening, everyone. Myself Teja, and I am from AD Patel Institute of Technology. I am currently pursuing Bachelor of Engineering in Electrical, and I am very much excited to go for the group discussion.
Thank you. The next participant.
Good, good afternoon, ma'am. Myself Sanu Kumar, and I'm from NIT Jalandhar. Currently, I'm in fourth year, and I'm pursuing a textile technology.
Kavya, can you please introduce yourself, Kavya? I'm waiting for you. Kavya, are you there? Dikshita and Kavya, can you please introduce yourself, please? Hello. All right, Dikshita and Kavya, I hope my voice is audible to you guys. I'll start with the topic. When you're talking on the topic, you can introduce yourself, your name and college, and you can proceed further. So, guys, the first topic is importance of cultural and extracurricular activities. I'll repeat the topic once again, importance of cultural and extracurricular activities. The time is 3:30 now, 15 minutes from here. All the best, guys. Good luck.
I would like to begin by stating my view of the matter on importance of cultural and extracurricular activities. I think they are important uh, in college life because if you participate in cultural activities, then you can improve your skills, and it also it also builds the confidence that if you participate in some events or you go, the stage fear is eliminated if you participate in extracurricular activities, and uh, you can improve your skills. That's my point of view.
Yeah, I agree with that point that extracurricular activity increase our skill as well as knowledge. This thing is not important only for college purpose, college view. If this thing is important in every prospect of life, because extracurricular activity gives us to motivate ourselves, and it also it also helps to uh, gain skills and knowledge about other field apart from studies. So many of the organization has organized this type of thing. Just you take example of our GD program. This is also this can be this you can also say this is a platform where mm, uh, you can gain knowledge in while practicing the GD. So another thing is that there are various things which we can achieve, which we can gain from extracurricular activity and cultural activity. It will improve our social activity skill. Means by extracurricular activity we can learn how to interact with people and how to deal with the people, how to manage with the people, because we live in a society, and we live in a society, and we depend on other people also. So extracurricular activity help us to deal with other type of people. Also, we can say that the extracurricular activity help us to increase our potential, so that we can solve many complex problem. Also, we can increase our thinking skill also. And third thing is that the by extracurricular activity we can also increase our technological skill. It means that by helping with other, we can gain knowledge about how to run a gadget, and how to fix our gadget. So uh, by this way I can say that the extracurricular activities is very very important in our life.
Next participant, please. I can see Anju and Sushma who have joined newly. Can you please introduce yourself, guys? Doctor, what happened to you? Sushma, your voice is not audible, Sushma. Please go ahead, Sushma. Introduce yourself. Kavya, are you there? Yeah, Sushma. Kavya? All right, Shanu, Tej, Sushma, or Kavya, anybody wanted to continue on this topic? Please go ahead, guys. We have still time left out for this topic.
Like to add some more point, that benefit of extracurricular activity and cultural activity, that by extracurricular activity and cultural activity we can increase our personality. As we know that we are college student, and we have to present ourselves in front of the company. So by extracurricular activity we can learn how to present ourselves in front of the company, how to deal with the problem, how to give the answer. So I can say that by extracurricular activity we can manage the things very well. And second thing is that the by extracurricular activity also teaches us to live in discipline. Because if you see, if you join NCC or any other NSO or an NSS, then these are also called extracurricular activity, where you can learn how to live in discipline, how to maintain your discipline with your work and with your personal life. So I can say that the extracurricular activity has many importance in our life.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Shannu. I also think so that extracurricular activities improve the managerial skills, and if we uh, participate in some extracurricular activities, then the students develop the ability to solve some uh, problems, and they also learn some ethics of the life, and they can learn some good moral values so that they can implement them in their upcoming future.
Yeah, I agree with that point, but not but some of the students think that extracurricular activity is a totally waste of time. They think that the if you give that time on our study, on our other thing which is related to study, then that is very important, very what you can say, very important other than this thing. But I can say that this thing, yeah, this thing will give you knowledge and everything, but presenting yourself in front of in front of someone is also very important. So if you want to get the thing how to present, then extracurricular activity will teach you this type of thing. And second thing is that uh, uh, by uh, by putting your time in this type of thing, it is not mean that you are wasting your time. You are gaining something in participating with this activity. So I can say that the uh, please join this type of activity so that you can increase your knowledge as well as skill also.
Yes, you are right, Shanu. Everyone must participate in extracurricular activities in such a way that they can improve their skills, and not to do time waste by participating in that activities. Most of the students feel like in college life, the colleges have certain points that if you participate in extracurricular activities, then you have to upload the certificates and write some description, then only you will get the certificate. In our college it is like that, so I think that pressure should not be upon us. We should participate in extracurricular activities in such a way that if we are interested, then only we should participate, not just for the sake of points.
Thank you so much, guys. Tej, can I know which college you are from?
I am from AD Patel Institute of Technology.
All right, all right. Thank you so much, Tej. So I can
Welcome.
see some of our participants like Indu who has joined now. Indu, can you introduce yourself, Indu? Indu, are you there? All right. Nasiman sir, feedback for this first
Yeah,
topic on the students. Sir.
yeah, good afternoon. Only Teja and Shenu participated in the first topic, and Teja talked about how it will help in improving the skills and in problem solving and skills like that. And Shenu has talked about it is required in every walk of life, and it is required for skill, and it will improve the skill and knowledge, improve social activity, increase our personality like that. Both were relevant to the topic. The discussions were pretty much relevant, but I was expecting some more points like you would have learned other features also by having the extracurricular activity and cultural activity, and also in corporate life as well as in the college life. It will give relaxation to the body and soul. So by practicing lot of by involving a lot of extracurricular activities, and also whenever you are appearing for interview, all are freshers, but you will stand alone in front of others if you have other extracurricular activities also. Like also, Shanu also participates looks different like that. Yes, that is very much there. So extracurricular and cultural activities definitely help students as well as corporate employees also. Teja and Shinu done well. Only thing is you can blow some more points, can try some more points required relevant to the topic. Otherwise it is okay. Both of them are good, and I expect other Kavya, Hindu, Dikshita also to participate in the next session. Thank you.
Thank you, Narasimhan sir. I would request if Bindu, Kavya, and Suresh can unmute yourself and introduce yourself, guys, please, before moving ahead with the second topic. Yes, Suresh. Suresh, are you talking? You have unmuted yourself. All right, guys, we would go ahead with the second topic. So the second topic is required culture and lifestyle post-lockdown period. I'll repeat once again. Required culture and lifestyle post-lockdown period. So the time is 3:27, 15 minutes from here, guys. All the best. Guys, a pointer is also given. It's very simple topic which is given after the post-COVID. How is our lifestyle? What is that culture which we are going through? So everybody can speak on this. Let it be as an interactive section, guys. Please start your topic. Start your points.
Okay, I can thank you, ma'am, for giving me chance to speak on them. I can agree that lockdown can have a major impact. Will have major impact on our lifestyle, because when if we go if we imagine our lifestyle uh, uh, during post lockdown, then we have to be more concerned about our health, because we don't know that which people has affected very much. So we will very much conscious about our health also. And second thing is that we know that the everything has good and bad thing. Good thing is that we will not depend on others to do the things. And also we will I can say that we will be self dependent very much. And the second most advantageous thing is that people will depend on mostly on online thing. Means whatever you make transaction, whatever you do, then you will many of the people will depend on online method. And I think so this is the very important important for our for this 21st century. And the bad thing is that we have we will not get a chance to meet as like before. We will not hug each other. We will not stay with each other like previously we did. So I can say that the whole lifestyle will be changed post lockdown.
So from my point of view, I think that after the lockdown finishes, everyone will regularly go to their schools and their colleges and for jobs. And I think that the social distancing would be maintained, and everyone would be having a sanitizer, and everyone would be wearing a mask. And I think that after lockdown, no one will be able to give a shake hand, just because the coronavirus may not have ended after the lockdown. So I think after the lockdown also we have to follow some precautions uh, to not spread the COVID. So I think that we would not visit the supermarkets to uh, get the groceries very frequently. We would once in a week we would visit the supermarket or some to get the groceries. So after the lockdown, our life would be like uh, we will not be um,
I agree with that point that our life will be changed after lockdown. And second thing I would like to point out that this pandemic has taught us a very important lesson. As we have seen that the in India, as we know that the 50 to 70% people are not so much rich. It means that they don't have that much of money so that they can fulfill their requirement. Now this pandemic has taught us that how we can manage the things, how we live the simple life. So I can say that after this pandemic, post pandemic, I can say that the people will manage the things in a very short way. They will not they will not depend on, they will not, I can say that they will not over- what
Yes, I agree with the last one told. People will become more personal hygiene and maintain social distance. Uh, in a positive manner, we can say that everything will become normal, like how things happened earlier, and that's
I don't think that everything would be become normal like it was before the COVID, before the pandemic. I guess that everyone would be following the social distancing and wearing mask and that like that all. I disagree with you, Ambika.
I would like to point out some negative point of this pandemic, that as unemployment rate is increasing uh, due to this pandemic. So if you imagine a life after the post lockdown, and I can say that many more peoples will be unemployed, because as we are seeing that the many companies are shutting down. So this will impact on our job recruitment process also. Or post during post lockdown, many peoples will be unemployed. So I can say that this thing, government should come forward to manage the thing, so that they can save the life of the other people.
Anybody else, please? Hello. I can see Ambika who has joined. Ambika, can you introduce yourself and you can continue on this topic, Ambika?
Hi ma'am, my name is Ambika. I'm from NSS College of Engineering. I joined somewhat almost like 3:30 and so I was not able to hear the topic properly, but I just assumed the topic and talk in between.
Thank you so much, Ambika. The topic I'll repeat for you. Welcome for the online group discussion, first of all. The topic is required culture and lifestyle post lockdown period. So, after this lockdown, what and all our culture and lifestyle has changed? What is that you have gone through? That is the topic all about.
From my side, I think that there will be definitely down in the employee side, but later on days or later on months, it will become as normal or more or even more better. There's a chance. I think so. Like many of
Now,
the
my dear, the
economists.
question is during this lockdown period, okay, how was the lifestyle and culture? What is that you're facing now?
Now it's like everything is virtual. For me, we have to attend classes online. Whatever we have to do in online itself. It's like we are apart from the real world. And another thing is like we have much enough time. For me, I'm a pre-final year student, so I make this opportunity to making sessions for like how to develop myself for an industry side.
Oh, yeah, I agree with that point that it is very beneficial for pre-final year. I can say not only pre-final year student, it is beneficial for every student because a student know about how to run the gadget, a student know about a mobile because previously they don't know about the things. There are various reason behind it. First reason is that they don't. I think they don't they didn't have any mobile or any PC or laptop. Second thing is that no one is will be no one were there to guide them to guide them, to encourage them. Not not during during lockdown, even elders come forward to guide them and encourage them. So I can say that the post lockdown will help us many students to gain knowledge about uh, gadget or laptop, and I can say that they will be more smart during post lockdown.
Anybody else, guys? Narasimhan sir, your feedbacks, please.
Yeah. So this time, even Ambika participated also. Ambika raised some valid points. She felt that life will be normal like earlier days, and in fact, in some of the for job opportunities, it might be even more better like that. So, and also she talked about it gave an opportunity for the students to learn a lot of things out of college syllabus. And Shanu spoke about how people became self-dependent and how online things improved like uh, earlier. And he also pointed out like physically people might not meet each other, and it entirely changes the lifestyle of the people, and there will be unemployment in the market like that. He also covered some valid points like social distancing will become the norm of the society in future after the lockdown, and people might go to the local grocery shops uh, compared to earlier days of going to the supermarkets. All three spoke well. They were definitely up to the topic, and maybe you people could have touched some more points like education and training will become more of an online thing than the offline individual, and also there will be a work from home option will be more, and because of that there will be a lot of virtual office system will become be there, and then because of that the transportation industry might get hit. So these are the topics you people could have touched. But overall, it was a good attempt by all three. So Ambika, since she has joined late, I think she covered 2 3 points, but very relevant to the topic. So all three spoke well. Let us hope for the more participants in the next topic. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Guys, there are some participants who are not at all introducing yourself and you are not talking, just on the mute, guys. Yashwant, can you introduce yourself, Yashwant?
Yeah, my name is Shashwat Jadhav, and I am studying mechanical engineering fourth year in A.D. Patel Institute of Technology.
Thank you, Shashwant, for joining us. All right, we would go next topic, guys. The next topic is mentioned in the chat box. How can jobs be produced in India? I'll repeat the topic once again. How can jobs be produced in India? The time is 3:42, 15 minutes from here, guys. All the best.
So I would like to initiate the topic, how can jobs be produced in India? I think as Mr. Narendra Modi sir has introduced that uh, we have to boycott all the Chinese product. So I guess everyone from India would be trying to start some new things, and everyone would be focusing on the Chinese product which are going to be boycotted, uh, and the entrepreneurs would be more, so that they can put some new industries in India, and so with the help of entrepreneurs we can uh, increase the job opportunities in India.
Yeah, I somewhat agree with you, but I would like to ask you a question that you were saying that banning products can solve a lot of problems. I don't think that banning products immediately will solve the products, as it will affect local shop owners. For example, like say there is a mobile shop. If we ban all the Chinese apps, Chinese mobiles, then they will get affected. So it's not possible to just over a week or a month we should ban all the Chinese products, because it will largely affect, because we are very dependent on these kind of countries. But yes, entrepreneurship is one of the key points that we should focus on, developing entrepreneurship and giving more chances to people to build their own company. That will create a lot of jobs.
Yes, you are right, Shashwat. I think that I was not saying that we have to boycott all the Chinese product, but I was saying that we should try to decrease the use of Chinese products, as everyone is saying that the Chinese is stealing some data from uh, the data is breached, and they are hacking some Indian data servers, and they're getting all the information. So I think that we should uh, decrease the use of Chinese product, and we should try to focus on the Indian based products.
Yeah, that's the concern about cyber security. But let's talk about GDP. And I think that there are basically two kind of jobs or labors that we can provide. One is skilled and unskilled. And as we see that there are a lot of technological advancement that are going to happen in the future, so we will need people who are more able to, who are more skilled in their work. So we need to develop more skills in our candidates. And
So yeah, I agree that point. that banning the things is not the solution, and second thing is that increasing GDP. But the question is how to increase the GDP. First, I would like to point out the something where we are lacking behind the other country. First is our population. Our population is so high that we know that if you compare to other country, we have a lot of job. But if you think about population wise, then we have a very low number of job arises. And second thing is that I would like to point out our education policy. Our education policy is not so good that we can get a better job in every sector. And so these are the things where we are lacking. So the things need to be modified in this thing, that we should government should take an initiative to come forward and uh, boost their GDP. GDP will be increased by we know that mainly our country GDP depend on farming. If you increase technological skill in farming, that I can say that the GDP will increase. If GDP will increase, then we can acquire more and more technology for our country, so that we can produce a lot of job in our country. Second thing is that make in India is better option, better than the make for India, because if you see make in India, then it will give a lot of job to the people which is not so much illiterate. So I think the make in India is better option for other country. And third thing, I would like to eradicate the thing corruption. Yeah, corruption play major role in declining new jobs. So government should take an initiative to eradicate or to minimize these things, so that we can create a lot of jobs in our country.
Okay, from my point of view, I would like to add that we should mainly concentrate on two things, that is skills for the freshers as well as the technologies. I think they both together can integrate to get a better economic rate. And also uh, we should more concentrated on the employees like well skilled, without without giving a hand for reservation, recommendation, corruption and all that. Like right person should sit on the right place. That's the best thing to improve this. That's what my point.
Yeah, I would like to throw some more light on the education part, because I think that those employees who have worked under big companies who would had many responsibility taken over their head, I think after they get retired, they should create workshops and they should share the knowledge and the technology they've been working. So that will create and that will also empower to go in that direction, and it will also motivate them.
Yeah, I would like to add one more point, that as we know that our country is the second. If you see in defense sector, our country is the uh, second most soldiers, and what you can say that second most uh, soldiers we have in our country. But we don't have any equipment, or we don't have any think that we can fight with other countries. So I want to point it out where we are lacking. We are lacking where we don't have any research program. Yeah, we have some research program, but many people don't want to go into them, because in youth mindset, the mindset of youth is that to get a job in early age and work over them. They don't want to don't want to indulge themselves into a study, so that we can increase our re- re- research field. So I can say that it's not only government duty, it's all our duty to indulge ourselves in this type of thing, so that we can create a lot of job in India.
I also think there's a lot of taboo going around, especially in India, where they say that a woman can't do. So we need to educate people and remove this kind of taboo that woman can work in all kind of sectors. I think this can also help to produce more jobs.
You're right,
I
Sagar.
agree with you somewhat, but in the recent days, women are proving that they can do everything. Like in every industry, we can see the presence of women. So I don't agree with that.
Yeah, but the scale of men working in that sector is more than women. That's what I'm saying. To balance it.
Okay, you are right. I agree.
Okay, I think that the government has introduced some new education policy, so we should focus on implementing that education policies in the schools and in the colleges, so that the education, the the education increases. I mean, uh, the teaching skills of the teacher should be improved according to the new national education policy, so that every student can learn some uh, new values, new get some good knowledge.
Yes, you are right. The government is introducing many policies day by day, but what happens is that the ignorance nature of students are not utilizing these platform properly. So that's what's happening here. So first, for that we have to first aware the students.
I think that there is one more factor that we need to cover. I think that foreign investment can help in producing jobs. Like say that if they are investing in transportation or building bullet train or some kind of technologies, then I think that will produce more jobs in our country.
Yeah, I agree on that point that everyone can do everything. So if we take the women and men, they can do everything. And in today's women are doing equally as like a man. So it's not our point, our topic. Our topic is that how we can produce more jobs in India. So if we focus on our technological skill, if we focus on our farming, if we focus on our extracurricular ability, so that way I can say that we can increase our skill along with our job platform. So in this way I can say that we can produce a lot of job in.
From government side, my point of view is that they should boost up the seats for particular jobs and all like that. I think the process is too lengthy as we compare to the other MNCs or private jobs. Private jobs opportunities. Like for an MNC, they took almost I think 2 to 1 month to recruit for a employee, but in government side that is not that much speedy. So I think they should boost the rate to recruit the employees. I think so.
Guys, we have some more time, 2 more minutes. Anybody want to conclude on this?
Yeah, I would like to conclude all the point that how there are various measures where we can increase our job platform. First thing is that we should increase our education. We should modify our education policy. Second thing is that government should invest more and more on technological skill. Third thing is that we should increase our GDP growth rate, as GDP growth rate will be increased by our farming, as well as give employment to some lower type of people. And fourth thing is that we should develop our own skill by extracurricular activity, so that we can create a lot of job. And fifth thing is that the if we in India, many people want to secure their jobs. So if we if we if we see on our skills and ability, then I can say that the company will come forward and give you a job better than this.
Sir, your feedbacks, please.
Yeah. In the third topic, all the four who are right now there in the discussion session have participated. To start with, Ambika, you spoke certain points like students are not utilizing the platforms created by the government and to boost up the government jobs like that. But yeah, whenever you are going to a regular GD session, you should have more points. You can go through the everyday newspapers, read the newspapers, and get the current affairs. So update yourself so that it will be easy. So these points will not help you. The basic points will not help you. And Shaswat Jadhav, communication is
Yes.
pretty good. Flow was very good. And you have energy in your voice. So definitely you will get some brownie points in the discussion. And you have covered like some good, very good points like entrepreneurship and technical advancement will create jobs for these skilled resources. And also, you talked about very valid point like increasing the women employment in India. So, though women are studying and educated well nowadays, but going for jobs still a lot of improvement needs to be done compared to other countries. Yes, definitely it will increase the uh, women employment in the country. And also, you talked about foreign investment in infrastructure industry. Certainly, those things will definitely increase the jobs in the country. Your points are very well relevant and very good points. I think you have good knowledge about current affairs.
Thank you, sir.
And Shanu, yeah, Chada, good, good. You participated in the third. I think you joined a little late, but good. You have covered good points. And Shanu talked about GDP to be increased, and you talked about the population. Yes, population. If the resources are utilized properly, it is a boon. Or otherwise, it is definitely a problem. Yes, you covered a basic point. And education policy. Yes, government is doing something. And Make in India. You talked about Make in India. Definitely yes. Make in India, I think today's in the newspaper also a lot of industries are, including Apple and other companies are planning to come to India. Yes, Make in India definitely is an answer to the increase in job in India. Yes, you covered almost uh, very good points. And the eradication of corruption, I don't think it will help much. Only it will help the government for the revenue generation.
Yeah.
And one more point you covered is farm focus on farming. Yes, agriculture sector has got very good opportunity if it is maintained well by the country. I think definitely there are a lot of job opportunities will be created. Definitely yes. And you covered almost a very good point, Seshana. Good. And Teja has covered about educational policy, focus on employability, and skill-based. All new education policy will cover. And I covered, I think, all the four covered. And yes, the answer to the job creation in India is definitely self-employment, Make in India concept. And then research. Yes, Shenu has pointed out that students are not going for research employment. Yes, it has to increase. And foreign investment and focus on farming. So this topic, I think all four participated and all fared well. You need some current affairs, read all the newspapers, check the news also, and then read some books also. It will definitely help. So all the best,
Okay.
guys, for the next topic.
Thank you, Narsim, also for your valuable feedback. Guys, we would go ahead with the last topic. How can jobs be produced in India? I'll repeat the topic once again. How can jobs be produced in India? Your time starts now, 15 minutes from here. It's 4 o'clock now. All the best.
That's not the topic. That was the third topic. This is fourth topic is how can we reduce wealth gap between rich and poor? That's the fourth topic.
I'm so sorry. How can we reduce wealth gap between rich and poor? Sorry, guys, I repeated the third topic again. How can we reduce wealth gap between rich and poor? Please start.
Somebody should start.
My name is Shashwat Jadhav, and I'll be initiating the group discussion. The topic of our GD is how can we reduce the wealth gap between rich and poor. Uh, I think there is if we take from the point of view of India, there's a huge gap between rich and poor, and these are because of various reasons. One of the reasons is that there are not many employment programs that are happening in India, which helps creating jobs, or even which helps people to know what kind of jobs they can do. Basically, I mean, there are kind of jobs, skilled jobs that you will find in various websites, and so. But for unskilled laborers, it's difficult for them to find job. So they kind of it's difficult for them to earn money and keep their family and themselves alive.
Yeah, I agree with that point that many of the people who don't know about internet, who don't know how to use well, so for them it's very difficult to find a job. But I would like to add some more point that if you really want to reduce wealth gap between rich and poor, then we have to eradicate or minimize the corruption, because I think so corruption is the main aspect in increasing the gap between rich and poor. As our former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi has said that we have we sent 1 rupee, and only 50 paisa will only 50 paisa has reached to our common people, common man. So I can say that you can imagine that how much corruption are there. So if you really want to rich and poor, so we have to work over this. We should minimize the corruption level. Second thing is that there is a gender parity in working job, as that women's are women are harassed, and it doesn't mean they sexually harassed. It also means. So if you really want to reduce the gap, then we have to focus on them. Government should take an policy so that we can assure the women for their safety. And third thing is that the if we if we if we if you if you highlight the government scheme in front of the poor people, then gradually I can say that we can reduce the wealth gap between rich and poor. I think so.
I think
I
there is one
would
more. Yes, go ahead, Teja.
I would like to add that the government should take some steps to educate the poor people, the children who belong from a poor family. The government should provide some very good education to them so that they can study and they can also come into the job sector. And we should try to give an opportunity uh, to the poor people so that they can get into the jobs and they can also work and they can also earn, and the so that in this way the gap between the rich and poor can be reduced.
I think there is a lot of people who are getting underpaid in many companies who are working in different sectors, whether it's unskilled or skilled laborers. And I think there should be a minimum wage policy that should be given by the government, so they basically know what work they are doing and how much they should at least be paid.
Yes, you are right. My point is that encouraging women to work. That is, what happens is many of the women are educated, but they are not allowed or permitted to work uh, due to their personal situation. I think that that's one of the reasons.
I've noticed that in many years, like before, especially in India, people used to go for agriculture, and nowadays people are not opting for agriculture. That's because the government is not providing proper subsidies, and because of the weather and the conditions, there are a lot of losses that happens in agriculture. So the and we all know that the agriculture is the backbone of any country's GDP, or let's say the gap which decides who among them are rich and poor. So I think investing in agriculture sector is the main point that government should focus on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I total go ahead for.
Yeah, I agree with that point that as we know that the in India 40% of peoples depend on land for their daily wages. So government should take an initiative that this should government should increase the subsidy. Government should decrease the cost of what you call the pesticide, insecticide, so that they can get a more profit after when they sell their crop. So I think that this is the way where we can reduce the gap between rich and poor. We are not sure. I'm not certain that this will sudden remove. Uh, it will be removed gradually, I think so. And second thing is that the in different parts of the country, the wages of the wages of the poor people who depend on mainly on their daily wages basis. So the government should fix the wages so that they can get their wages in proper time, also in appropriate way.
Yeah, I would like to give some insight on one of the topics that Abhijit Banerjee, who won the Nobel Prize for Economics, said in one of his books, Poor Economics, that health sector has lot to do with the bridge between the rich and poor, because the more he has found that the more healthy people are, the more they are able to employ themselves, and the more they are able to earn for themselves. So I think that like Abhijit Banerjee pointed out in his book, I think health and nutrition has a lot to do with how poor people respond and how much work they do.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, uh, I would agree. I agree with that point that the we have to focus on this type of things. First thing, second thing is that in India, it is my personal view that rich people should come forward to donate the money, to donate the money to poor people, so that the poor people can will come forward and do work for their family. And also this will help to reduce the gap between health and poor, because poor people are willingly to go to work and earn the money for their family. So I think so that this is the way where we can reduce the gap between rich and
yeah, I don't somewhat agree with you, because I don't think that rich people should donate the money. I don't think this is the way out of it. out of poverty. Like they have earned money because they have worked hard for it. Why should they donate money? Yeah, I mean, yeah, they should uh, help and provide ways and platforms that help people to uplift themselves. But I don't think donating is the way. I would like to include a term poverty trap in this, which means that many people who are working in certain circumstances are not able to uh, work, and they succumb to a poverty trap. For example, like a farmer who is worked in his farm and has taken loan of say 3 lakh, and if due to some weather condition, if he's not able to deliver that, then he will lose all his money, all his home. So government should have in this kind of conditions, and not to reduce this poverty trap.
Anybody else, guys?
Yeah, I think we have one more point to cover: upliftment of the rural poor. I would like to say that there are lot of areas in villages where people don't have the basic needs, like say electricity, proper water or infrastructure. So these kind of things also help them to help them to uplift from their poverty.
We have 3 more minutes. Somebody can conclude on this.
Yeah, by various way we can reduce the gap between poor and rich. First way is to eradicate or remove the corruption. Second way is to supply the essential thing to the poor, just like water, this type of thing. Third thing is that we should fix the minimum wages for the poor people, so that they will come willingly to come forward and do their job. Fourth thing is that we should focus in many of the companies. So government should take an initiative so that women will come forward and do their work. And fifth thing is that we should we should we should held government should held more and more technology. Along with that, the government should give an education to the poor people, so that they are able to they can able to know what the things are going surrounding. So I can say that by following these steps, we can reduce the gap between poor and rich.
Thank you so much, guys. Nasiman sir, your feedbacks, please.
Yeah, as usual, Shashwat, you have covered very good points, more points, and very relevant. And I would definitely rate you one of the best. And you have pointed out one thing: poverty trap. It is also known as EMI trap or loan trap. So most of the people, like in middle class families and upper middle class families, are falling into the trap of this EMI trap and loan trap. This is also called as rightly by you the poverty trap. This is reducing the family income. Definitely very well noted point. And yes, like you upward to the point of Shenu, like donation. Yes, donation is not the answer. Poor people should earn. The poor should not become the poor. And Shashwat, since you covered so many points, uh, just out of curiosity, I'm asking you, how are you preparing yourself so that it will be an education for other also? Just share how you are preparing yourself.
Yes, sir. Basically, on my communication skills, I've been working on my communication skills for a long time now. Like, I do public speaking wherever I get the opportunity. So that's for communication. I also like reading a lot of books. And currently, I'm reading Abhijit Banerjee's Poor Economics, Abhijit Banerjee and Mr. Duflo. So I have a lot of insight on this topic. So it helped a lot. And I also like reading news not reading newspapers, but I follow on YouTube and social websites, so I get myself covered in other topics.
Good. Yeah. Others, Shanu, Teja, Nambika, you can get points. Yeah, public speaking, yes, it will improve the communication skill. Reading books definitely help. And you also covered skilled resources, yes, and then underemployment, underpaid. Shashwat, minimum wages, it is there in the country. Only thing is, it is not implemented properly because of corruption, like Shanu has told. Eradicate the corruption, also help increase in the jobs and income of the people. Because most of the time, though, or 18,000. Most of the labor officers they don't check properly. So the implementation part, because of the corruption, it is not implemented properly. Or otherwise, minimum wages is there for all sectors and for all categories. So you covered that point. Yes, minimum wages is there, but it has to be implemented properly so that the revenue will reach to the people of the country properly. So that it will reduce the uh, gap between rich and poor. Yeah, it's a very good point. You covered health aspects. Yes, it is rightly said like health is wealth. Yeah, though people are having jobs, if they lose their health, their earning capacity will become reduced by way of absenteeism and other things, or investing on their ill health, hospitalization expenses. You have rightly pointed out. Though people are earning well, if they don't have health, yes, the revenue will come down. And upliftment of rural poor, you rightly said, and then underpaid, yes, and then youngsters not ready for agriculture, yes, that is also a valid point. That's why rural employment has to increase so that the migration to the city will be reduced and it will increase the per capita income. Yes, and you covered all good points, Shashwat. Good knowledge, I think. Because of your habit of reading books and the public speaking and other things, I think you are improved well. And Shanu, you covered many other parts. Yes, your eradication of corruption, definitely it will increase the revenue of the people. And also you covered women are not coming to work. Yes, that is the valid point. It will reduce the family income. Suppose if there are four people in the family and only one is working, though the wife is capable of working, and if she is not working, the family income will get reduced. So in that way, I think your point is valid. And then government schemes are not reaching to the people. Yeah, rightly said, that is covered under eradication of corruption. Because of the corruption, it is not reaching the poor people. And your points all are valid points only. So you also can develop the public speaking. I suggest you can check any uh, through Google also. What are the ways like public speaking and communication? Your points are good, and you have got knowledge also. For communication purpose, I think you learn a bit of public speaking and other things. Teja, you have covered some points, but that is not enough. You'll have to read well, I think. So, government to educate poor people and education to all. Yes, literacy has to increase so that the uh, income of the people will be increased. And Ambika, you covered one point, that is women as employers to be more in the industry so that the income of the family will get increased. And I suggest you, Ambika, you are for the first time you are participating today. Na? Ambika, hello.
Hello?
Yeah, Ambika, you are first time you are participating, na?
Yes, sir.
So if you can attend our session regularly for 15 days, I think you will get a lot of inputs about how GD happens and how we can make your point, and it will definitely help. I will suggest you that. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, and yes, the eradication of our bridging the gap between the rich and poor. Yes, the per capita income in India should increase. So that is one of the main point, and also the family income should increase. So that is where the women also has to work, so that once the family income is improved, the gap will be reduced. Eradication of corruption, yes, Chinua has pointed out, and literacy rate has to improve, and the government has to focus on agriculture and health and nutrition. So all of you, all four participated well. And Ambika needs to improve in certain how you need to prepare and get points. So if you can attend our session continuously, I think definitely you will get a lot of points. And Shenu and Teja will read a lot of books and try to improve the communication skills. That is only for the betterment of you, I'm telling.
Okay,
And
sir.
one more point I would like to ask all of you. During this lockdown period, and now also, there are a lot of time available for you. So, what new skills you all have learned over these 1 or 2 months? If you can mention 1 or 2 skills which you learned on your own, not depending on the colleges, you can share.
Sir, can I?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, I love playing chess, so I've been learning chess by reading books and YouTube. So I'm learning chess, and I'm also learning Python. It's a scripting language. I'm learning by myself. It's been a month, I guess.
Yes, others.
I am improving the uh, before in the lockdown I have built confidence because in the past few days I was not able to even speak in front of some unknown person. If I met with some unknown person, then I feel very shy and I'm not able to communicate with them. So I improved that, I think.
Good. Ambika?
Yeah, sir, I'm learning Python and I'm just working with aptitude and more, even more with communication skills and all like that. Even I'm very afraid to talk, in a, I'm really afraid to talk in public or with another person. That's why I think
I
it's
think
getting
your
too.
confidence is there. Only thing is you need to try and practice, Ambika. Your voice looks, you are a little confident. So there's no problem with you. Only thing is, if you practice daily, na, definitely you'll be definitely better. Your voice sounds good, energy is there, and confidence is also there. Only thing is practice regularly. Definitely it will improve. Shenu?
I've been working to
Shenu is there?
improve my.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm there, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, I have been working to improve my communication skills. Sir, as I know that my conversation skill is very, very good. But when it comes to speak on any topic, somewhat I get hesitated what to speak and how to present myself. But I know the topic very well. But during speaking, I get somewhat agitated. So please suggest me how can I remove this type of thing.
It is basically out of fear, Shenu. So try to get rid of that fear. Try to Google how to reduce the fear. So that though you have points, yes, you have covered in all the topics you have participated, and your points are good and very relevant, and you have a variety of points. Only thing is fear factor might be the reason for your hesitation. Try to Google out any other learnings are there, trainings are there in uh, losing out fear. So the fear factor is the only thing. And Shashwat, yes, I am also a chess player. During my college days, I was my college champion, chess champion. So definitely, chess will definitely help you till your retirement. So it will give memory power will increase and a lot of ideas, creativity will be improved. I think Shashwat and Ambika, you are IT, yeah? IT, BTech
No,
IT, is it?
actually, I'm mechanical.
Okay, okay, okay. So Ambika,
I'm an easy student.
easy. Okay. And I think Swarna Priya also joined. So I would like to give you one more tips. See, since you're all having a lot of free time now, whatever the domain you are studying, for that domain, what is level jobs are available in the market, and you Google it out. You will find, suppose if you are a mechanical engineer in mechanical industry, what are those pertaining to mechanical engineering? What are those entry level jobs available in the market? And what are the skill set required for getting those jobs? So that you can mentally prepare yourself for what are the skills, what are the jobs available for us, and what are those skill set which will make us to get those jobs. So if you do such homeworks, definitely don't depend on the college. So what are the skills available, skills required for attaining those jobs? Try to learn those skills before you pass out of the college. So even if you are in second or third year, you can learn a lot of things. So try to Google it out. What are the jobs available, entry level jobs in different industries? Mechanical engineer are required in different industries. So as IT and other people also. So try to Google it out and then find an answers. What are the skills set, and try to learn those skills. And you got my points, all of you?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Try to do that. And how many are you on LinkedIn?
Sir, I am.
Uh, I'm there on LinkedIn, sir.
Yeah. All of you heard about LinkedIn?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Be there, because it is the professional network, and there are a lot of this thing write-ups also will be there in the LinkedIn. So build relationship so that it will your visibility will be there in the professional world. So try to be there in the LinkedIn. Try to improve, and whenever somebody posts some good topics, try to comment on it so that you will noticed amongst other people. There are a lot of HRs are there in LinkedIn, so they will be watching. So these are all my tips. Any questions if you want to ask me, you can ask. Any questions, Shashwat, Teja, Shanu, Ambika?
Sir, I want to ask one thing. Uh,
Yeah.
in terms of training and placement, should what are other ways? There is one way we can get placed by college itself, and what are the other ways where we can get placements in good
Yeah,
companies?
yeah, that's why placement officers will only bring some companies, and there are a competition. That's why you don't depend on the training and placement officer. If you, that is why I told you people to browse the entry level jobs available for your domain, and then you can try to find out which are the companies recruiting freshers for those positions. There are a lot. You definitely will get a lot of hundreds of companies will get, and then you can open their website, company website, and like big companies, they are posting the jobs in their website only. Through website also you can apply. So don't depend on your placement officer alone. Placement officer will try to get some jobs, but they're also human beings. So this is one of the way. So first you need to know what are the entry level jobs available in different industries. Even mechanical engineer can work in any industry. IT also in certain industries. So civil also can work in agriculture industry also. So a lot of things are there. That's why you need to do a lot of homework before going for the jobs. So do this exercise. I think each industry require a lot of entry level jobs are there. So you will need to find out and get those skills required for those jobs, and then you can apply through the company website also, and you can all are heard about Naukri also, Naukri, Indeed, and all job portals also. You heard about it?
Yes, sir.
Naukri, Indeed, and other job portals are there. You can,
Glassdoor. Yes, sir.
yeah, Glassdoor, a lot of things are there. And before uploading your resume in job portals or to any other company, your resume also will play an important role. You should not be preparing a generalized resume. So your resume should cover what are the projects you've undergone, and how it was beneficial for the company where the project has been done, or as an individual, how it helped you to learn something practically in those industries. So you should go in depth in your project. So HRs will ask you a lot of questions you have done. So you should be well with your project, whatever project you have done. You should well versed with that, and then have some points about the learnings from that project. So that has to be covered. And like extracurricular activity, like Shashrata has learned chess, so you can mention chess. And what are the other skills, like you be a singer, so those things also so your resume should be a little different. Don't mention undergone BE mechanical. BE mechanical is only a basic qualification. Apart from what you have done, you have learned some Python and you have learned some other skill, or you have for improving your communication skills. What are the training programs you have attended, and how it has helped you to improve your communication skills. Those in brief you can mention in the resume in the end, so that you will be different in compared to others, so that it will help you to get jobs. Apart from the placement officer, like I told you, through the company websites also you can apply, through the portals also you can apply. Any other question, Shashwat or others?
Yes, sir. How to get internship during this COVID situation? I mean, there are a lot of websites like Intershalas, but there are also, there are a lot of scams happening in those kind of websites, I've heard.
Correct, correct, correct. Yeah, you are right. In this hour, I think it is difficult to get the practical internship. Try to get virtual internship, wherein a lot of companies like insurance sector or banking sector or some other sector, they offer you virtual internship also, mainly into sales or marketing or digital marketing, something like that, wherein you need not go to the office. So even though your stream is mechanical or electrical or civil, because of your communication skills and your computer knowledge, I think you can do a internship in other areas also. So internship definitely will get. I will also search and get you people who in the companies where we have connectivity. Also can search internships. Don't search always internshala, wherein you can search in Google also the internships, and mainly in these companies like digital marketing or sales and marketing. Nothing wrong in going out of your uh, this in domain also to do the internship. Internship only will help you to know the industry, how the industry works, and how the people work in the industry, and what all those people are doing. So this generalized knowledge you will get. So don't worry about it. Don't pay money to get the internship. There are like Shashwat told, there are a lot of fraudsters in the market. They take money and they will not give you the proper internships. Let me also browse and help you people in getting the internships. Any other questions?
For job purpose, it is important to do your project very well. But due to pandemic, as we see that uh, project could not be done in during pandemic. And second thing, that if you go through internship purpose, I was selected in one company, but due to this pandemic, company has said that when this pandemic is when the pandemic is over, then you will join the company and learn from this thing. But I think it will not possible because pandemic will not go till December, I think so. So due to this thing, I'm not able to learn any new thing from industry. So many of the students will also not work on project. Then what will I do for resume and for project purpose also, sir?
You are in the final year, huh? Shan, you are in the final year.
Yes, sir.
Okay, earlier semesters you have not undergone any projects.
In engineering, you have to do the project in fourth year.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. Yeah, that's why always no, you should not depend on the colleges for everything. This is the problem if you depend on it. Whenever you find time, whether it is mandatory or not, uh, during the break period in between the semesters, you should attend some projects on your own. Don't depend on the college. So even though it is not mandatory in earliest years also, you should on your own you can find out and you can attend so that it will help you in the longer run. And now, yes, during because of the COVID, I think the lot of projects are not uh, available in the market. But like I told you, out of your domain, I think if you try, you'll get some internships. You can very well mention to the HRs that because of the COVID-19, I could not able to find a domain-specific internship or projects. So I thought of doing this project like that. They will agree and they will appreciate you. So don't worry. Search for a. Don't worry about domain-specific projects. Any projects, insurance sector is always ready. Banking sector is always ready. BPO sector is always ready. Healthcare sector, there are a lot of internships. So try to get those internships. Find out.
Yes.
So all of
Anybody
you,
else? Next question, guys.
Teja, you told you have confidence level improved after joining this GD session. So try to be regular in this session. Every day it is there from 3 to 5. So that Teja and Ambika, if you can attend the session for 15 days continuously, and you will learn how others are speaking, how others are prepared, how others are raising the questions, how others are raising the points. So I think I have covered all the points. Hope you are all okay with the points.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, then thank you very much, and participate regularly. Spread it to your friends also. Let them also attend and learn. Okay. Okay, Maria, over to you.
Guys, in the chat box, I'm giving you the link. Please fill up that link of today's section's feedback. Can you see, guys?
Yes.
Yeah, please click on that link and
Oh,
give
yes,
the
ma'am.
feedback of today's. Okay. And thank you so much for participating today. Looking forward to see you guys tomorrow. And thank you, Narasimhan sir. It was a wonderful
Okay.
section we had today. Thanks for your inputs.
Thank you.